don't know what these people want. I don't even listen to hip hop. Is this the podcast?
Okay, let's check it out, Michael.
Didn't you think?
Actually.
Huh? Yeah.
There's no sweater in it.
Sanborani. Sanborani. I need more energy. I need more energy today. There's a big prize tonight. 22,000 rands for ground. And fully paid international pick for ground. Are you ready for the slam? I'm going to separate to some betting, mullahs. So you can just come through and just say, out of the top 6 who take the title of the 2022 Poetry Africa Slam Jam. So I'm ready to collect. So Mark, as soon as I get my ass on that seat, you start coming with your list. So everybody, are we ready? Okay. We're just gonna do the formalities. You know how we are. We need to show appreciation to the people who supported us to make this possible. So I would like to call up on stage Dr. Islam Mohammed. Hey, 1 minute, sir.
Thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. If you look around, you've been in this hall this week. In 1 week with poetry, we grew flowers. Give us a month for poetry, and we grew a forest. When secondary says the grand prize is 22,000 rands, let's think of how many flags can we build? If we keep accumulating those 22,000 rands, we'll probably go higher than 100 meters. Before we start off, I want to say thank you to 3 incredible people. Luleka Mhlanzi, Quaz Roodt, and Ijumba. The 3 people who have been at the heart of curating this year's festival and putting it all together. Then to Amanda and Belile. Thank you very much for coordinating transport, accommodation, making sure that everyone arrives safely, gets checked in, gets fed, and gets to the venues where they need to get to. So thank you very much to you and your team. To Zimbabwe, Bash, Mohammed Fareed, and Sithle and Sizwe, who've been running this venue and taking care of front of house and stage management and all the associated tasks that go with it. Thank you very much. To Novo and Sinazo, Amanda, Sebastian, Amanda, and give me the names of the office. Sinazo, Novo, Senamire, Nakwazi, and Sakiri for their work. Thank you very, very much for logistics and everything. Have I left any of the interns out? Cabiso for getting together our stationery, our water is really quiet, Zippo as well, together with all the logistics. But I want to say thank you very much as a general to all the interns. These are all young graduates who've come to us for a 1-year office internship. We were going to initially just ask them to post envelopes and stamp it and lick it and send it out to people. But nobody does trust the South African Post Office, so we gave them a lot of other work to do in the office, and they've done it incredibly well. The interns all deserve a round of applause. Thank you very much. And Lodi, thank you very much for publicity, for marketing, for making us be where we need to be in the spaces. The name for photography this week, thank you very, very much. I also want to say thanks to all the vendors who've been outside, the booksellers, the people who've been making coffee, cakes, the chips and the what do you call it, the Madumbi chips. And so those are all wonderful added to the ambience here. But of course, we come together because of poets. So that every single poet who's been on the stage, who's been online, who's been with us in spirit, who's been with us as an audience member, thank you very, very much. Every single member of our audience, plus the drivers, the people who've been working behind the scenes, who've probably been invisible, I want to take this opportunity to say incredible thanks to all of you. I've literally been able to just sit back this week and see it all play itself out. A little flower blooming and growing into what it was. And to be able to work with such an incredible team of people, one that I could trust 100%, not micromanage at all, not worry about, that everyone can just run with what they're doing. Thank you very, very much. Then, of course, none of this will be possible without our sponsors. The sponsors, as you see up there, the University of Quaz Roodt for the infrastructural support that they provide us at the Centre for Creative Arts, the Department of Arts and Culture National, the Provincial Department of Arts and Culture, the French Institute of South Africa, and the Embassy of France, together with French corporate partner Total Energies. This slam competition and the one in Germany with the semi-finals is made possible through their support. Then, of course, our partner UJ, then also our partner Hear My Voice, South African History Online, the Mazizi Kuneni Foundation, which university collaborating with us. I want to say thank you very much to all of you. If there's anyone that I've left out today in thanks, I just want to say you're covered, the Goethe Institute, the Waroni Brussels, the representation of Flanders, and of course IFAS has been part of this with the Hear My Voice program. Thank you to all of you. Tonight is the final night, semi-final night, final night of the slam. We get back here tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we were able to send Kabiso really to Brussels last year. The winner tonight will be selected to go to Brazil. The World Slam competition is the cherry at the top of the cake for us. But I will also want to take this opportunity that we are looking at a possible collaboration with the Italians. We had wonderful engagements with them, and we will be making an announcement in the next 2 weeks about a new exchange program that we are going to be launching in partnership with them. So watch the space. If you're not on the PCA page, if you're not on the Poetry page, you are going to miss out. So watch that. With that, I'm going to say it's back to Sipindile. Philip, we would love you to say a few words on behalf of the World Slam competition, but I'm going to leave you to say that words after the evening, at the closing of this evening, if that's right with you. But to all the competitors tonight, you're winners just by virtue of coming to the finals. Yeah. Of course, one person walks away with the grand prize, but we all winners in the race. So thank you very much. Take a leg and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
The DJ is just literally down. But I've gone to you guys, but this fight is just literally down. Let's move. Guys, I'm not on my own tonight. This has the big boss. Welcome on stage, Quaz. There's a surprise for all of us before we go to the slam.
Thank you so much, Sipindile. Hello, everybody. Are you guys ready to hear some poems? Okay, so we're going to start you off, right, at the performer we're about to bring on tonight. I've been waiting all week to hear him and see him, and a lot of people haven't been asking. I want you all to please put your hands together for tonight's not even opening act, surprise act. Would you say, Sekhote, make some noise.
I'm the necessary type that goes on my suspicious things out the sound even this is how I do.
How come those who mean the most, who mean the least, until they die? Why are you so much better at seeing ghosts? Why do our lives go unnoticed for our deaths to matter most? Why does art breed hunger when it feeds your famished soul? Hunger pans upon many who traverse the path of old souls ahead of their time in cold. Unsighted, like Van Gogh, whose ear tore from hearing nothing but silence, like Robo, who left us with page upon page of ancient scroll and died broke after God choked him and left his charred heart open. A giant who fell hard after his heart failed from hoping, from coping, from groping in the dark and finding nothing in the kingdom of lone kings in search of tokens, in signs of omens that speak of how martyrs can never die, went back to the skies from whence they were chosen. But is anything worth living for if it kills? Is anything worth dying for if not these thrills? Is anything worth killing for in order to... It seems our blood is only there to bargain for when it spills. History's glass, and our lives become past. It seems our gifts are not relevant to the current streams of the present. For our present is a series of tensions with our parents who speak of job and jab away at our purpose on this planet. We are God's descendants, but deity can only be when deceased. That's why Jesus had to die. That's why Van Gogh had to go. That's why Rome said goodbye. That's why many a dead genius went unseen until posthumous glow. Until the rest of the world caught up with sentient being, vagrant light being, who built himself a storm for home. Self-destruction is the only instruction the body is given by a tired soul. What else is there for an invisible needle to sew, if not the very garment of death? There are kings that walk the street with blistered feet. There are queens that carry crowns that can't be seen. There's a royalty with empty thrones that envy seats. There's a pocket that prays for payment and a pattern of old receipts. There's recognition waiting in a grave for the one who's born complete. Whoever said life is for the living but of the dying breed. There's a dying breed. The air is said to be too thin when a giant breathes. There are lungs that can't compete. We bear the tongue through which the future speaks, but too few ears are close enough for the melodies to reach. The sermon is too early for the things we preach. All that's left to do is to sing your song and leave. The message in a bottle is always found when driven ashore the ocean of time by those who could see. Some songs were sung by ancient tongues and are still on their way to set us free. Light years are troubled by light beings to bring us what tomorrow keeps. But too few are ready to part from their sleep. And so alarm clocks are exiled to never be heard or seen. The sun has sent another dawn, but the world ignores its screams. The light has left us letters drawn on the wooden floors of our dreams. A dream died last night. It slit its own throat to strike back at life. The pen always paved the way towards the knife. What else is there to live for when you've written yourself into strife? When you've painted yourself from the inside? When eating pain for lack of bread and drinking ink for lack of wine? When barely making ends meet, you start to separate yourself from time, trying to map out a path away from the planet paved with spines. They wave and smile good riddance, and then celebrate you as soon as you reach the sky. So how much greater a work of art can you create than that of dying? The air around me smells like death these days. I'm starting to think the earth and I should part ways. And so today could be the day I depart from this martyr place. I could do better in outer space. Better words will come from me when I'm no longer living in disgrace. I'll pitch myself a tent and tend to crafting better days. Better ways to breathe without these tattered lungs. Clearer ways to speak without this tattered tongue. Take back this battered body and burn my broken bones. I want no trace of me except in the form of these sad poems as proof of your ruthlessness, as truth of my consciousness. Take back your youth, bring back my innocence. I am exiting through a noose to squeeze myself out from the neck and break ties with this ignorance, severing ties with time to break loose. Eternity has better sense. Infinity is a better fit for the fortune that is my due. All I await now is my cue to unscrew from this recluse, building bridges unwalked, wielding wishes unfulfilled. Steadfast spirit, now weak-willed, fearless wizard, now meek and heading downhill, a hermit hemmed into the grave of lost thrills, a victim of oil spills. I am leaving the waters. In here is a serpent that coils illness. Perhaps all it takes is for me to put a soul at the side of me that cares. I never thought I'd reach a point where everyone says they've seen the side of me that is scared, that is underprepared for this life, for climbing up a flight of endless disintegrating stairs, for falling mid-flight and fighting to grab a hold of something while still in mid-air. I'm invisible at the center of all your stares. Your eyes cannot even hear how my heart yells to churn out these spells. They live and die inside of me and it tells. I'm human as a consequence of something else. But something else never sells. I'm as free as a dying bird that yearns to reconcile with its prison cells. At least there's food there. At least there's many of us. It's not so lonely when those around you seem to care. My friends feed me fire, but I am running out of air. My fairy feeds me fantasy, but all I need is for things to be fair. My dear love, you'll be better off without me. Stop following me into the grave of my dead dreams when yours still live. Let me loose and find your plenty. I will not blame you for what the world did. I know you think you helped me dig, but this bed I take alone to awaken to the life that you were given. There's no point to a famished love when the road is only meant for one pilgrim. The other only a victim. Evicted from our home. I have led us into a prison, convicted for my poems. I will not do the same to our children. They are better off unmanifest and unknown to the system. They are better off locked in our chests in the warmth of our love and its incense. Mother, I am dying inside. The breath you gave me is soon to subside. Perhaps if I ask for your permission, it won't be suicide. I would like to go now. To reverse back into your womb and squeeze myself back to where I met with life. It is not that I am not grateful. I've just suffered too much and I'm ready to sit aside with the light. Mama, I think I've had my share. But please, don't despair. There's a place that Robo knows and keeps for me up there. Yeah. My dear friends, I know I failed you. I know the dream was greater than my selfish needs, but I could no longer live in limbo. Any more than my hope could remain true. Any more than my joy could remain a pursuit. Any more than I could continue to suffocate in the suit. Any more than I could shoot for the stars. My head has come down from the clouds and I stand face to face with the truth. The reality before me is not one I would choose. The lies are no longer in tune. The tunes can no longer be sung. The songs have slipped out from under our tongues. Our tongues are too tied to speak survival. Our lives are too dead to preach survival. The two of you are better equipped as troops. I'm just a sad poem in a series of morbid loops. So you go ahead and win this war. Sing of me in your blues. With knees bent, hands together and eyes closed. We are like falling trees in an abandoned wood. A song unheard. A harrowing howl hoping to reach some divine ear. And so we pray. Dear ear that listens when we pray. I kneel before you now, a drying, desperate mouth, spewing out a procession of dying words, desperate to be heard. To be herded towards some sacred drum at the end of your ear canal. Hear my plea, great carrier of our cries. There where you are at the edge of an ominous sky. Allow me sweet to collapse. Allow the hungry night to devour me and spit me out on the other side of the nap. Let me lie on your lap. Let me die while I still have some semblance of my dignity intact. While the bridge between myself and my sanity still stands erect. Before my thinning skin detaches itself from my crumbling flesh. before my bones bemoan the narrow of this treacherous path. Let me lie while my truth rings in tune with my relentless passions, while my immune system is attuned to fending off the demons hell-bent, and my heart's thrashing before my rickety jaw is unhinged by this haunting silence, before my misery soars to heights beyond my slippery reach, before my dreams transform into a raging mob intent on acquired violence. Let me slip into the clutches of a bottomless sleep. My gentle spirit yearns for whatever good the night still holds in secret. Grant me access, dear divine countess. Introduce me to my father, the reaper of grim souls from the branches of life's toppling tree. Let me go before the cock crows. Before my alarm clock lifts its arms and yanks at the heavy hands of time, let me loose from the noose that is my youth. Before treacherous time catches up, save me from the transmutation of treasure into tragedy. Before everything I am dies and is replaced by a breathing eulogy, a fading black and white film of me repeating itself incessantly. I have not even a home except for the one that houses my tortured soul. Grant me leave, dear warden of wanting spirits, so I may wander forth into the place of my alarm. Allow me escape so I may overtake the tragedy that trails before me. Sign me out before every sign of life leaves my body dangling on the thread of hollow pride. Let me lie while my truth survives my lies. While I can still walk the blurred line between purpose and parody. Allow me to see myself out, to seal myself off and ship away into the deep, dark waters that house all of time's fallen authors. Dust of my destiny, dungeon of my breath, I call upon thee to come for me. Yours sincerely, me. And thus, the amen from the mouth of the only ear that heard. My own. Dear self, the time has come for you to learn that it is not you who wants to die. It is who you were. For you are now pregnant with new purpose. Out with the old, it must be for the new in you to breathe. For your bulging womb to release. The body cannot persist as a tomb to long dared dream. Constantly trying to die. Constantly trying to be born. Constantly trying to die only to be born. Anew. Due now is an adieu to the old you. Yours sincerely. You. In the wilderness, you shout in a million different directions. Nothing speaks back. Not within all of infinity. No one is ever coming. Not in any time frame within the bounds of eternity. Yours is a lonely road. Yours isn't even a road, it's a riddle. Unsolvable. No one knows you, in person or in passing. You are a passing wind, barely detectable. You are a fading picture that still imagines itself visible. You are what was erased before anything was written. The dust on the chalkboard, now a million scattered particles, floating about as a deserted classroom. No one, even the floor, will not have you. Nor will acknowledge you. You are nothing to everything around you. You are something forgotten that was never known. Everything discarded that was never made. You are the paradox of space and time, for you have no place, and thus no story, no face, and thus no memory. You are a sound that sunk into the ground, a tremor unnoticed, a glimmer of a glimmer, a glimpse of what was almost an idea, a word at the tip of a tongue that never quite got sung, the murderer they never hung, forgettable at your most formidable, passable at your most exceptional. You are nothing to everything around you. You are nothing to everything around you. Until you find the one thing that is. You. Everything in itself and nothing else. You are all you have been waiting for as the fort. Every demon you discovered at fort, you yourself are the riddle you sought to solve or salvage. You are all you will ever know or be known by, because you are all there is. You are the man and the mirror. You are the word that first was, all the way to before God, all waiting for kingdom come. No king will come that is not already here. The king himself, the kingdom, you, yourself, the wilderness, and the tree, and the crash, and the sound, and the ear. What do you say?
Make some noise for Modise one more time, please. Sipindele looked at me and she said, "You go on there and deal with that." Oh my God. Wow. Modise is an amazing poet from Johannesburg. It has been an absolute pleasure to have him this week, his warm spirit. But tonight he just solidified his place in my heart. I don't know about yours. Please, one more time for Modise. Father. Yo. Okay. I think you guys are in the mood for some poems, right? Whoa, okay. Let's all just collectively take a breath. Okay, breathe in, let it out. Okay, there we go. No, we do not need another one. We do not need any more. That's enough for the year for me. Thank you, Modise. There. Okay. We're gonna head over to the slam semi-final. You guys ready for that? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do some quick admin. I would like for you guys to please just turn around. Those at the back, look to the front. Those in front here, turn around and have a look at our judges. Philip Meersman, please put up your hand. That's our judge, Philip Meersman from Belgium. We have the awesome and dynamic Luleka Mhlanzi right next to him. The super dapper and absolutely clinical Manyika is right there next to him. And then the most stylish gogo I have ever seen in my life, Christie van Zyl is our judge. So we'll be assisted by two of our UJ students, Kwanda Mabaso and Fumo Chabalala, who will be timekeepers. And then we've got Miss Amanda there, just making sure that everything is well looked after. So thank you, Amanda. Now, the poets we're about to see tonight came through the finals, the online selection, and then they did the semi-finals last week in Durban, and tonight is the finals. The rules are exactly the same. They're not allowed to use props, no music, just them and their voices. Thank you, Mudisa, because I think we don't need any more extra things. It's just poems, right? They're backstage, they're getting ready to do their thing. We are judging them on their writing, their performance, the subject matter. And then, for those of you that came in and found papers around, so some of you found a blue sheet, some of you found a yellow sheet. If there's a paper, just pick it up, hold it up, let's just see quickly. Just grab one. There we go. If you see one in front of you, just grab it, it's yours, we put it there for you. Lovely. You guys are our audience vote tonight. Okay? Blue means yes, I agree with the poem. Yellow means no, we do not agree with the poem. If we have more blue in the audience, that person gets 1 point as the audience vote. But consult with the people around you, and then after the first round, what we'll do is we'll shift it around and make sure that everyone else gets a chance to vote. I think we've got all... Yes, Andrew?
Everybody just raised. You have the blues raised from nowhere to look at the yellows raised.
Oh, okay, I'll count, but definitely I'll count from here. All the blues one more time, please just lift it up so we can see. There's 10 of them. So there you go, Andrew, right here in front and then towards the back. Can all the yellows please raise so that we can see? There's 5 yellows, there should be more. Right there behind you, there's a yellow right there, grab it. You are number 6. Perfect. There's some in front here, Sipindile. Please hand those out to our guests in front. There we go. Okay, that concludes the yellows. Okay, so all of us are judging. We've got the judges judging, we've got you guys judging, and we've got our spirits and our souls also judging. Right? Okay, Sidney, once you have it ready, we're gonna get going because I want everyone to be centered. Okay, perfect. Please come inside, grab a seat, grab a seat, grab a seat. This is about to get serious. Right? Actually, we do not have the projection, but what we will do is, we will do a countdown and you guys will then respond. Thank you, Mandy. Nice. Audience participation, I love this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the first performer of the evening, for the first round of the evening, I want you guys to please put your hands together for Kwanele Nyembe. Welcome.
When I was growing up, Yamsaba was what it took for you to start punching a boy you just met. These hands could do more to you than sticks and stones, but the fragmented integrity was beyond the chiropractic scope. I was told that fear is female's clothing. To grow as far became the aspiration for every boy in my neighborhood, my gangsters. But the only vertebrates willing to give back what they hand-me-down egos, they're always too big for our fists to wear. I remember the first time I saw my brothers fight. My eyes, like notepads, scripting down how easily grief can be inscripted into your DNA. This heritage was inherited from a man who roared in the middle of the night, kicked the dust in the eyes of a whipping mother, left my brother with a closet full of his mistakes and how he struggles to be the man he never was. See, violence is the only trend that transcends time. I am now 9. So I finally won my first fight. But my brother decided to make room for his clenched fist for a handshake, his tight grip, translating the joy in his melanin while interpreting the rhapsody in his eyes. You can finally bring yourself in him like a well pride, like I said. Violence. The only trend that transcends time. I am now 19. I watch my nephew cry. We all gather around him like a fire that lost its heat and ask him, please, please, help your tears. They are burning the flames that burn you to the color of your skin. Being black means turning pain into crystallized minerals, really a war-torn body hanging on muscles. We have power, we power without pain, we don't crack. Being black and soft means in an event of war, we are cops. We are fistful of tears, knuckle-headed black boys burdened with carrying men and bags underneath our socket. We are silent in our suffering, we are quiet in our wreckage, we are earthquakes. Told to sound like tremors. Bottle our emotions and then we only absolute drink. I am now 26. And every morning before I leave, baptize my hands in my partner's prayer and say it over and over. Anger is no emotion, it's spirit. Now I'm slow to it. Now I'm slow to it. It's never belonged to me.
Lovely, Kwanela. Let's get the audience vote. Those of you that agree, don't agree with it, put up your yellows. No? Okay, those of you that agree with the poem, put up your blues. Okay, lovely. Lovely. Okay, judges, please note 1 point from the audience for Kwanela. With the same energy, please welcome to the stage Olive Olusegun. Make some noise, Olive.
Here I hold sin in my hands, proof that I am a woman, proof of the pain inflicted on me that I silently bear, proof that I labor, but not one, not two, not even three souls care or share my burden. Here I sit alone as is my nature, bearing the brunt of others' behavior. Here I sit, woman, bleeder, child, conceiver, everyone's redeemer but my own. Here I sit and repeatedly postpone my care for yours. I rush, I open, I pull the string, I slip in quickly. They must not notice how long it's been, they must know I am clean. I am perfect, I am woman. Supporter of many, supported by few, I am woman. Leader, reader, child conceiver, still dream believer, daydreamer, night creeper, his redeemer, demure demeanor. Always the believer, but never the believed. Always the retriever, but never the retrieved. Always the shoulder that supports, but not the head that cries. Always the one who answers the questions, but never allowed to question why. Why am I a woman in the sense that it is my burden? Why is my womanhood your stoop to lounge on? Your convenience to always count on? My body you always rest on? My limits you always press on? My character in your rom-com. Why am I a woman in the sense that it is my burden? Bleeder, reader, child conceiver, everyone's redeemer, but never her own.
Who are the people in here that do not like that pose? Okay, that's fine. Hey, listen. It's fine, brother. Don't be intimidated. Put your yellow back up. Put your yellow back up. So we have 1, 2, and then Tepo Molefe in front. That's 3 yellows. Please do not hound the people that do not agree with these polls. It's not your fault that it didn't do the thing. It's theirs. Nice, we've got 3 yellows. Okay, let's see the blues in the house. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hold up, let's do it properly. Let's do it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 blues for Olive, so please, judges. 6. Add 1 point for audience vote for Olive, please. Yes, nice. Please, with the same energy, welcome to the stage, Kayaletu Mgusulo. Make some noise for Kayaletu. 3, 2, 1, slap!
Emphasis now. Try Sada. Let's try this again and again, to the point that night becomes like a badge, invading your bloodstream. When it starts to feel like you married your nightmares and you're so scared to wake up to realize that you're seconds late to meeting your maker. When that outfit is suited to split open the bullet that pierced the little white boy in the left side of your body. Who are? Thinking you're some boy, dressed in a loaf of bread, French cheese, arch, and a McQueen, and a in the morning. And a couple of cigarettes after dinner, sir. You, our main course tonight. Sorry, we got to do this to you. You get to understand that you knew mokas. Our dinners are not usually served with so much garnish. We are used to the scratch from the same people who decided to bleach your skin. Made you leave your own beliefs of stepping outside the house midnight, when you know for a fact my dog was on a broomstick. Making monuments out of the copper that forgot. Black lives in the night. I need you. Keep my frown. You call him Jesus and you do not know the first thing of calling your own people. Tonight, we're trying to rub back the blackening. Rate the fact that Tumalumen are still waiting to yard, to see your face in a rainbow, to see the change in you. When your eyes say, you know them now. At the same time, part of us wants to live alone. Be a cassis now. Keep track of the roots that lie beneath your feet. Let it be the nectar that connects the sweet calamity melon of your culture. But now, you the speed, the focus on the yellow strikes you, forgetting the black that makes you sting. Sing the bee in black. Let's try this again until your grandmother's wrinkles show you the art of being comfortable in your own skin. When black now evaporates in the air and hails again to the same rocks that fought for your freedom. To get a clear understanding that white snow was made to freeze your mind. Hands up, give them all you got, even the little sense of an escape trip out of poverty. Never hide under the concrete jungle while they seek ways of taking your homeland, your mother tongue, your black intelligence. We did it first confidence. We could manage without the light of white at the end of the tunnel that keeps on blinding us. Let's try this again until I say put somebody away and you would answer me back and say, that's the mentality. I wish you could man up, woman up. When they twist, turn, twitch, switch off the blackening. Remind them, messing with black is a dangerous mission. They will leave regretting the words of having light on this earth. So, sad.
Oh my God. Okay, do we have any yellows in the house for Kayaletu? Yellow? No yellows. Okay, that's good. You seem like you're going to be problematic today, but that's what we need. That's the audience vote. Thank you. So you got one. Tepo Molefe has one. Please note that. Let's see all the blues. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's way more than Tepo. So please note one vote from the audience for Kayaletu. Thank Next up, hailing from this region of South Africa, I want you guys to please put your hands together for Letu Mkwanyana. Make some noise for Letu, please.
Amaphephandaba ayopha akhethe izindaba ezisindayo ohlwini lenzalabantu akekho osindayo endlini sithela umlomo phansi uzosinda thina maphumu akunamunye okhuzayo mangiphequlula kulamakhasi eyisematheni kayinambitheki amaphephandaba ayopha inhloko yekhaya esisumqala mquluthini. Maybe the fact that we are the head gets into our heads until we forget that we need the support of the neck. So these newspaper articles bleed stories of wounded women, and we men have become the valley of the shadow of death. We are constantly taking away breath. It is dark and the sun's rays cannot raise our sons, nor erase our sins. The headlines of this article is of an uncle who speaks to his knuckles. The other page is of a couple where the man's fist feasts on his fiancée until her flesh is left gaping. Her body is now stitched together in stories of all that she's been through. Her cracked lips still forge a smile. She's trying to hide all of her pain. Yet the walls of this house holds a lot of secrets. So silence slowly settles. And the neighbors now speak in whispers and claim that it is none of their business, so they remain silent. The victim remains silent, yet her eyes scream for rescue. Help me. On the Sunday Times is a pastor. He alters his character. The altar still stinks of his sins. His intentions are sinister. It is sacrilege to use sermons to seduce. Who knew that predators can also prey? They wear fancy suits to suit their fancy in pursuit of all these women. Newspaper articles are read. Daily newspapers bleed. Red is the color our sisters swallow. To murmur is a language taught to daughters when fathers murder mothers. Maybe martyrs are all these women we read about on the newspapers, and the newspapers bleed. A war brews at the end of every clench. A woman is bruised. What is the stars we are trying to quench? Sithi Simeza, sibakhulekela. But khona bacabanga icebo lokubaciba kuhloko othethwayo ngemcibisho lobengenaqala liyaqala futhi liyacina. Okay. Let's see, are there any yellows in the house? We have one yellow at the back, two yellows. Forgive me, Kwanele. Koletu. Yes. There's two yellows, okay, perfect. Are there any blues in the house? Koletu. Okay, perfect. Can we please note 1 point from the audience for Letu? It is fire. Yo. Okay. Last performer for the first round. Listen. So you guys are clear and you know what exactly is happening. Last performer for the first round. After this, the judges will deliberate and they will present a list of the top 3. Right? From that. Okay? So prepare your heart. Excuse me? 2 more. Patience Labani is coming on next year. I know. Yeah, I know. Sorry, forgive me. Hey, allow me to be human up here. Damn it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Johannesburg, please put your hands together for Jonathan Lafenya. Make hlobaelwa ke boroko. Sanokayo pale tshekeng la sefako moya tshedisa boima. Ke thekesella mophulosing wa ka lefifi ke hlwella selong. Pelo teba o thata ho feta lejo. Qetellong ya bohloko bona ke lerato. Pula ya medupi hlatswa lenyorana bao ba robetseng mesemeng ya mobu bopa dipito mahareng a setoro. Re lebala mabitso re hopolana ka maqheku. Pelo phahla thapelo e robale matsohong a sa tsebeng tumelo. Pelo phahla thapelo ke matsoho a kopang bophelo. Botho bo ikokotlela mofuthung wa hao. Mofuthu o itshetlehile bothong ba hao. Seriti sa hao e ntse e le lehae. Le ha hae o se seriti bosiong ba hao. Mathabo bophelo bo bodila bo madimabe bo phoka kgetlepakgapha tsa dikgutlane lefu le kgaodisa sito nkgong e ritetsweng meokgo mahlo a qhala sediba. Sefuba se jere bophara boima o molekane wa lekase ke tataisa ke lentswe tshimong ya thothokiso ke ntse ke fallana ha ke feletsa bohopa wa setseo sa hao. Maria a tlatama selemo se thokana bula na mobu o tseba ho bua. Letema la dibubu le ntse bokete bosiong ba hao. Hape le ho itsebisa serala ha o mantswe ho bokella botebo ba yona. Ke bulla semelo thaba ya kgathatso e pinne seemong sa ho nyaha mathapelo. Ke lehae le phelang ka selalo. Ke mafito bakeng tsa masapo ke lekgwele. Bakeng sa maikutlo ke leketla. Bakeng sa thuto le maboya wa mme ona o fetile theko ke lekgolo la botlhoko. Haeso dikgapha di leruo ke mantswe empa ke hloka puo.
Jonathan Lefebvre, oh my word. Okay. Are there any yellows in the house for Jonathan? Any yellows? No yellows. Okay, any blues in the house for Jonathan? Nice, I love it. Judges, please note one vote. Okay, the judges seem to be deep in deliberation there. Okay. Oh, it's the translation. More Africa in the house with the translation. Thank you very much. Making the judges understand. Woo. Mama, it's rough here. It's too much. Woo. Wow. Let's give the judges some time to just gather themselves.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Africa is explaining in depth over there. We winning? We good? Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for Africa. So judges, please note we have 1 point from the audience for Jonathan Lefebvre. Please note that. Thank you also to our interpreter, More Africa, at the back there, jumping in and taking to action. Thank you very much. Next up, all the way from the Free State, I want you guys to please welcome to the stage Patience Labane. Make some noise for Patience.
Kijana mweusi mwenye huzuni, jifunze mwenyewe. What we are cannot fit into the stomach of words. What we are can barely contain itself. See, some of us are flowers that were traumas that learned to train themselves, that were untamed by gardens. We have burrowed so deep into the earth, searching for our roots, that we could almost taste our origin from the dry bones of our foremothers that never came to life. We are not our ancestors' wildest dreams. We are not what they have been waiting for we are yet to arrive. We are the middle pages in a book still being written by people who are not us, convincing us of who we were. The beginning pages of our history completely ripped out, blank painted in images of violence, the last pages left blank. See, the weight of not knowing and of not belonging sinks us deep in the oceans where our forefathers who refused to be slaves jumped in. What we are is not fairy tale. We are tongues burdened by stories we cannot tell, for our tongues do not know our mothers. So our history collapses within our chest cavities until our hearts can no longer swim and our lungs can no longer draw in breath. We are stuck in between the glory of who we are and the politics of our skin. So we lick the black of our flesh like it's a cleansing, and perhaps it is, because no amount of holy water can cleanse the war of our flesh. What we are cannot fit into the stomach of words. What we are can barely contain itself.
Thank you so much, Patience. Do we have any yellows in the house for Patience? No? I love that. I love that. Do we have any blues in the house for Patience? 1, 2, 3, and people waving. Oh, and Rita with her blue hair, that counts as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely. Judges, please note 1 point from the audience for Patience Labane. And that, everybody, brings us to the end of the first round. The judges are deliberating, collating, calculating, and in a bit we will know what the top 3 looks like. Spahle, our DJ, will take over for a few minutes, talk to each other, and then I will gather you and bring you right back when we announce the top 3. Cool.
Lucifer for a cutlass, Laram.
It's such a letdown, son. Don't do this to me. Welcome back, people, welcome back! Guys, what's up, as if I'm the one competing. It is hard, it is rough up here, guys. It's not easy at all. Sit down, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We're all ready. I will call up on stage Quaz to give us the results. I'm even scared to actually do it. Quaz must brave up and do it. Are you ready?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is our top 3 going into the next round. I want you guys to please make some noise for Jonathan Lefenia with 107 points. Kwanyane Nyembe with 108 points. And Letu Nkwanyana with 110 points. Make some noise for your top 10. You want them to come out? I'm sorry. Hey, this is not a democracy. Those judges, their words are final, and the audience, guys. But you're right, all the poets were absolutely amazing. Me personally, my favorite isn't here as well, so my heart. Sangile, you are standing with your hands on your hips, asking questions. I understand. It's a slam. Boys and girls, I want you to please welcome to the stage for the second round tonight, Jonathan Lefenia. Make some noise for Jonathan Lefenia.
Are we gonna count down? Counting down.
3, 2, 1,
How do we enjoy life in the flesh? There's no beauty in speed. Only during the calm do we see the world clearer. But again, what is a garden of sunflowers when plastic roses live forever? You sharpen your skin on a razor blade. At your house, blunt objects sit around the dinner table. Your brother is a stuttering jigsaw. His words castrate your brittle bones. Your mother is a pair of old sedated scissors that fail to cut ties with the memories of your deadbeat dad. You've never met this mystery man she tells about. She tells about how the strain in his steady step made him skip your childhood. You share your unknown brother's hands, and for some odd reason, everything you touch disappears. Your tongue is sandpaper. You've licked your bones to a point where they break under the weight of your own thoughts. You're a faulty main switch. Every spark you need is a trigger. You're a recurring blackout. There are secret tunnels in your laughter. Your happiness is a search party that lost its way. You're in a relationship with amnesia. Each time you role play, you forget how to breathe. Forgiveness is a body part you've never used. You play chess with yourself. All your suicide attempts are failed checkmates.
Wow.
ungakhohlwa imivimbo, imivimbo. Hello Zimba, ungakhohlwa imivimbo, imivimbo. Hello Zimba. My body hangs like a tree, surrounded by fire. Adam's apple hangs too close to my teeth. Those who eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil surely will die, so says the letter. I guess that means the dead no more, but the living no better. The first time I heard the voice of God sounded like my brother's rage. The words were deafening. Air does not escape his lips when he speaks, so everything around him suffocates. He summons the earth for his wrath and raises his hand. One by one he lays down all these commandments. The first time I heard the voice of God, it sounded like judgment. A tone I had not been accustomed to. There was too much violence in his diaphragm, and when he spoke, it was with a broken dialect. The sharp edge of his words carved his law on my skin, turning flesh into cartilage. We do not forget those who gave us our scars, but I told their memory whenever we bleed. My body hangs like a tree, and there is blood in the leaves. Let's go! He continues to speak. His question marks the hope of a martyr. My heart beating faster and faster, trying to utter and answer. Fear comes before the wrath to tell you all the places you will enter. The first time I ate the forbidden fruit and my eyes were open, I saw myself as naked as a wound. Creator, is there nothing else more deserving than for you to let anger get the best of you and we are left with the residue of everything else that is unworthy? This fire used to be a source of protection, but now it is a form of cremation. This generation sets everything on fire and they wait, set everything ablaze like a cat aflame with open arms. My body hangs like a tree at the back of my arm. The kind my brother breaks and chops and throws into the fire when winter comes. Second time I heard the voice of God, it sounded like my nephew crying. Soft boys are also allowed to bloom. So I held him until he was quiet as the noon. And I say to him, don't you believe me when I tell you this? I wish I had learned it in my youth. It is okay. It is okay to pour water over the part of yourself you do not want to be burned.
Do we have any yellows in the house for Kwanele? Hey, your yelling doesn't count. You have to. Do we have any blues in the house for Kwanele? All of them. Wow. Judges, please note 1 point for Kwanele from the audience. Yo, I was back there just making ugly faces. Like, what? Last person for the second round. I want you guys to please welcome to the stage Letu Nkwanyana. Make some noise for Letu. Oh no, we've counted those.
Sorry, the judges are just checking if you did the audience vote. So say yes, you did the audience vote.
Okay.
So now we can continue.
Okay, we'll count you down again, big man. 3, 2, 1, start!
The poets backstage said that I am their greatest fear. Well, my aim is not to defeat, but they mistaked my feet for blades when I took sharp steps. They even accused me of amputating Oscar. Let's just cut to the chase. My greatest fear is that someday the sun will be soaked in somber, subdued from all its blaze. Reality will relinquish what we know as days, and rays will be drained and no longer gleam. The beam holding the structure of our globe will soon collapse, and beings will be devastated when they find out that we are the last supper, served on tectonic plates. The tables have turned, that even the greatest fear, to witness the illumination switch trip so that night could fall with its mouth open, swallowing the moon, a gigantic cosmos consuming the solar system, seasoned with seasons, salty. All our tears over the years have formed oceans. We are the salt of the earth. And the universe has a dangling epiglottis as a chandelier made of stars. And everything goes down its esophagus to the belly of the abyss that is thronged with mortals. From all these funerals, graves are just portals to the unknown. Who can escape the black hole? The black hole is a place of no return. We are orbiting oblivion with no obituaries. Faced with all of this, I'm trembling at the thought of how our existence will soon vanish. The trajectory of our being will end in tragedy. My greatest fear is that someday the sun will be soaked in somber. My greatest fear is nothingness. My greatest fear is darkness. My greatest fear is death. My greatest fear is the absence of God's presence. All these things combined, I just can't shake the feeling that we are standing at the edge of doom. The apocalypse looms. My greatest fear is simply getting a push.
Can we see yellow for their two? Any yellow for their two? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 yellows for their two. Any blues? Any blues for their two? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6? Okay, 1 point for Lady from the audience.
Okay, so once again, let's just do a bit of admin. The judges will collate, and then we will go down to our top 2 after this. And the top 2 will slam it out. It's tough out here. It's rough out here. Our poets are bringing the heat, and I'm so happy. I am so, so happy. DJ, are you ready to keep us company for a few minutes while the judges do their thing? Oh, let me tell them not to leave.
Don't leave! Don't leave! Don't leave! Don't leave! Let's see! It's a quick process.
That's not what we're doing. We have a problem. We have a big problem. We have a big problem. Allow me to tell you what the problem is. Allow me, and then we can discuss it collectively, right? Okay. We've got the number one for sure. And then the other two are tied. So my suggestion was one of two things. We could either let them slam it out one-on-one, or we could just push all three of them to the final round. First 6 times, wait. Let's just refer to our director over there. Wait.
I think to be fair is to let all three go into the next round.
Wait.
If you decide the one, if you tell us who the one is, that's clear.
Right.
You're already telling us the outright winner.
Right.
So let all three go in and let all three slam it out. That
was my first suggestion. People want violence. Okay, so we're gonna do more. Yeah, same one of Guys, I'm gonna need you to behave yourselves. Wait. Okay, I'm sweating here trying to... What we're gonna do is we'll bring all three of them out and give them all an opportunity to slam it out for that 22K. I think that's fair. I like that idea initially. Okay? I know, keep going, it's fine. Look your father. In no particular order, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time this evening, please welcome to the stage Kwanele Nyembe. Make some noise for Kwanele.
One day the sun decided to set and never return. You all know how it began. Men were sent to go fight for their pride. At that time it meant their children and their wives. But I bet your history book told you they were fighting for, what you call this location in South Africa. I'm sorry, pardon me. It's easy to forget a country without a name. I bet they also told you about Robben Island. How many lessons we spent unpacking the depth of Winnie's pain. That perhaps when he was looking out the window, he wasn't yearning for liberty, but searching in the ocean for the face of the woman who said, here you can be yourself. Perhaps I know the luxury of knowing how deep a black woman's love runs. For me to spend all those years in the absence of her type, I could never, ever forgive a man who deprived me of sight, but he did. Chose to reconcile with those who kill more people than we can count, and under the same breath, still cannot forgive his wife. They gave our men the world in exchange of their heart. Carved their spine into a bow and their hands into an arrow and shot them back into a home, told our women how to love a man who may never come back. Kodwa ingane ziyakhumbula ubona ngekhaya. Nama ngisakwazi ngisho ukulala. Usibani ukuthi usuyaphuza. Alini utshwala. Ngiyakuthola mfazi. Ngangitshela lokho mina. Angithi lapho engizokwazi ukudla mina. Umfana omncane ngisho ngengane yami ngibiza ngobasi lizola. Bekumele mina lo ngiphiphe inja yakhe ngesandla sami. father couldn't be the man you wanted him to be because he was deprived of the dignity of being one. When they came to our land, they also took our families with them, and we have been trying to get them back. Perhaps this is why God allows black people to speak to their ancestors. We were all getting to be accustomed to death. Every day we feel like dying, and every day one of us is a kid. Killed herself for being teased for not measuring up to a standard that was not set by us. Take your phone right now. Google beautiful woman and tell me how many tabs you'll have to tap before you find one that is black. One day the sun decided to set and never to return. The birds asked the rooster why he won't crow. Because the cattle want to live the crowd. But it says I'm not blind, but the sun also has not set to my eyes, and I will not wake my people to enjoy another day in the dark. So let's die. Jonathan, it is time we take up our armors and go and fight. The ego is not what was meant by pride, but it is what we love, the women and the children we love, so we will raise up our own son and it will stay in the sky forever. We will never abandon our family for the world. We will stay here. Whether we have no money, have nothing to give, only our love. But this world needs our women and our children, and we are not going anywhere. Dare us to leave.
Boy, never forget to tuck your skin in. A martyr, a menacing man lurching to lease his life. He will lodge in silence secluded, cower uncomfortably and ask him, how do you hem that hope? Will this bloodshed learn sage to answer? What of the multitudes nestled in its leaves will rekindle bone battle to counter? For its wilting in its twilight weaves, hatred tightens a gaining finger. A rattling gun greets the startle of a yielding hope. From tyrant to trigger, to the boy babe a bullet. Blow bell by the black bystanders, never to bow their being in public. Bail the bludgeoned bodies from the clair scoring, and the branded skin, the cloth that seals society's decay, is folded neatly on the backbone of its collapse. Set silent and still, framed to fit a coffin, tamed to a fate often. Eyes beam in scarlet over raging township. Smoke beacons for blood. A crimson river denotes a flood. Chaos clamors amidst the group. In torment toils a torrent troop. The streets run river. Bodies spill in surrender. The streets run river. Wails wane and wither. Yes, Mhlanzi, boy, never forget to tuck your skin in.
much, Jonathan Lefenya. Do we have any yellows in the house for Jonathan Lefenya? Quickly. We've got one at the back. Thank you. Number 2 there. We've got 2 yellows for Jonathan. That's cool. Do we have any blues in the house for Jonathan? Ah, blues for Jonathan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. Judges, please note 1 voting, 1 point rather, from the audience. Okay, so this is the final performer for the evening, right? This was the final round. Please put your hands together for the last time tonight for Letu Nkwanyana. Make some noise for Letu.
3, 2, 1, Basamba izandla bayishaya bamsulwa bazenza oPilato. Bafumbethe amakhoti enzondo bancenga ukuthi mayibuye iAfrika nakho imuka neOkavango. Ingabuya kanjani? Izibonele mathupha omama esikanandi besikhihla bekhalela abantwana babo ngesihluku beshawa ishawa yegazi gobhoza sekwaba yithakavukela kwelamthanini. Nami ngazenza umpostoli naPaul. Nizizela ngoba siyala ukufiphala isithombe sikazamxolo wezinhlamvu abacindezeli besikhapha ngevoloko. Bengazi ukuthi ukubeletha ubhaka emhlane isimemo sokubeletha izinkinga size sithwale umhlabathi ngesifuba. Inkinga nathi besifisa ukuthweswa iminyezane nathi njengabo bonke abafundi. On our national anthem, on Sierbe Hakabar, this is an Afrikaans translation for a mountain stuck on our throat as language. With faith of a mustard seed, we thought that we could remove it back to the ocean from whence it came. Yet they plucked out my mother's tongue out of my mouth. They fed me the struggle and expected me to taste freedom. How do I digest a dialect that is forced into my throat? A numb epiglottis hangs itself here at the roof of my windpipe, and parts of me are constantly committing suicide. I remember how the air was heavy and pregnant with protest. Students swarming the sea, firearms causing chaos out of its slumber. German shepherds let loose to herd black sheep. The streets become a bloody altar, and the black man is a sacrifice. Necklace is no jewelry when a tire is wrapped around your neck. And then they tell you to scream out a prayer, black man. Your skin sizzling burns like incense. Maybe we are just offering. We are offering.
participants. Amongst the festivals that the Centre for Creative Arts runs is the Human Rights Festival, we do every year in May. Of course, one winner walks away with the grand prize tonight. But what we'd like to do is to commission the 5 other participants to produce a work for us in May at the Artfluence Human Rights Festival. So essentially, there is no real loser tonight. There are different kinds of losers. During the build-up to the festival, together with our partner Hear My Voice, we ran a series of workshops on fundraising, on arts administration, on creating poetry with multimedia, and so forth. We then commissioned or asked all the participants who attended that particular workshop to submit proposals. We received a number of proposals and we shortlisted 3. This afternoon we were delighted to announce that each of those 3 shortlisted people would be given 10,000 rands to produce a new work for us, which we'll present in March next year. During the course of this year, we ran a program particularly for emerging playwrights who have not been published, to produce a poem on the theme louder than a vote. And what we meant by that is to produce any kind of poem that tells us that participating in a democracy is much louder than a once-a-year cross on a ballot. It requires active citizenship and an active voice throughout the year. It's my pleasure to announce that the winner of that particular competition is here with us tonight. And we'd ask him to stand. Philip Meersman. We're delighted to have brought Philip all the way to the festival this year. He will be performing tomorrow morning when we do our final roundup, and we hope that you would support him. I also want to acknowledge some of you may have been here this morning when we had the participants of our Riebeek Valley Poetry in Communities project participating, and all 3 participants were here from Riebeek Valley to share their work with us. I'm going to ask them to stand if they're here. I see Bradley, Nicolin, and then thank you. Tomorrow, we may have a slight change of venue. I'm going to let Secondly speak to that. We are cognizant that it may rain tomorrow. The lawns may be wet tomorrow at the Botanical Gardens. So, Secondly, do you want to make the final announcement about where we are going to be tomorrow? Go for it.
Hey, guys, we're supposed to be a picnic at the park. But we don't know what's going to happen with the weather. If it so happens that it rains, we'll put it on our social media pages, but the backup venue is here. So you'd need to come here, we'll put it up on our social media, we'll just have to monitor the weather, but at the very same time we're like, what if at the beginning it doesn't rain, and then in the middle of it rains, then we end up not hearing all the beautiful poetry that will come out from the event. So the backup venue is here at the Howard College Theatre. We'll put it on social media. We'll be as loud as we can that we are coming back here if the weather is not favorable. Thank you.
Super. Thank you, Super. And then there's one more person I need to acknowledge who I failed to acknowledge earlier this evening, Andisa and PC, also amongst our interns, for running the Louder Than a Vote project for us. Is Andisa here? Andisa, thank you very much for your work. You've been incredible keeping that project sustained for the entire year, and to be able to see how we shortlist each month and keep it going. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. Thanks to everyone that's been involved. Because I see you there, thanks for your work as well with the Right to Speak project for keeping us going throughout the year. And as we said, the Right to Speak project came to an end officially, but it does not mean that it's the end of us dialoguing and finding ways to engage with each other. As the CCA, we welcome collaboration. It's not just funded partnership that we work with. We're always open to talking to you about ideas that you have. So throw us ideas, knock on our doors, let us see how we can make things happen together. With that, I'm going to go back to the competition, hand back to Quaz, and to Sipinda there. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, it seems like it's very tough. The judges decided to just have a side meeting to sort out the trouble. It is really tough, I don't want to lie to you, but let's have some music, and I want you to slay on stage to dance with girls. But to slay, I want you here. Come on! Go, Lebu! I will go after her. I'll go, I promise you. I'll go after this lady. Please, Lebu, please, Lebu, please. Yes. Come on. I wish I can, but I can't. Okay, guys. What results? They're coming. It's tough, guys. I don't want to lie to you. I've seen something. Give me a volunteer. Well, I'm doing a wild one, I did say, and it distracted me. Says Philippa. Says Philippa. Just give us one move.
Guys, what a night. What a night. These poets were all amazing. Each and every one of them. And the winner that walks away from here will be representing us on the world stage next year. So I'm really excited about that as well. And you guys helped us choose that person. Now, before we announce the winner, I want us all to just sort of gather ourselves. I want you guys to please welcome to the stage the president of the World Slam Organization, Mr. Philip Meersman. Just go have a couple of words.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I was thinking about the motherfucker shit. I mean, normally I'm very happy to take on whatever challenge they throw at me. But I must say, this was the most difficult challenge I have ever in my whole life needed to do. First of all, I'm just a puppet speaking. So, yeah, there is somebody behind me that sort of doesn't think. No, because I mean, I represent here, and I'm very humbled by it, about 160 different national slam competitions. So we... of which the University of KwaZulu-Natal and CCA are part of it. So they are even in the board. So, I mean, I'm checked by Sipindele, so. No, but I mean, it's a great honor to be here. I mean, as in this black suited official function as the president, as well as in the white suited poetry function from the other day. But I mean, it has been amazing. I mean, yeah, I'm going to say things that people will say, yeah, okay. But I mean, these six, I mean, I think in whatever competition, these six could follow Abisso. Definitely. Which some people will definitely sort of now start writing emails and text messages like you're already moving on to trying to do the things because I mean next year you're in Brazil, but I mean the people will decide who will go, not you. Definitely. So I mean make sure that you watch because there is an I think 8-hour difference. So if you want your champion to win and there is a public vote or an online voting system, I think your champion would definitely want your support. That definitely, I think, is very important. I don't know what to say. I mean, I thank everybody, all sponsors and whatsoever, and all the people that worked with us in Brussels to get this first thing done. So there is part of our team there with Suzanne and Hans, who really sort of like, they were my rock in very troubled waters in times. I mean, and that was a really motherfucker shit. In more than one sense, but let's not go into details. But no, I mean, it was one of the most wonderful slam nights next to, of course, the World Championship Poetry Slam. That I saw today. The level was set seriously high by Modise. And you need to learn me how to use these paddles, man. But then, I normally if you have, like in a classical competition, a sacrificial, no, we can't say sacrificial poet anymore because we don't sacrifice poetry, it's a calibration poet. Yeah, politically correct speak is definitely in their role. But the thing is that the level was that high, and I think all 6 of them, and I think I can speak for the jury, and if you not know, then I will still say it. They kept up onto that level. And it's sad that there is only one person who can represent your country on the world stage. But I'm very sure with the fact that it was streamed live and there was a lot of things happening, the other 5 will definitely be picked up for other festivals in different parts of the world. So that's for sure. The exposure is there. And a slam is a slam is a slam. And it's only about the poetry, because in the end, poetry always wins. And that's the most important thing, that we gather, that we share our stories, and that we tell them to everybody else. I think that's the most important message. And I was touched by everything that passed, all texts. I'm jealous. I can't write that good. That's it. And I will leave the stage because otherwise, we will definitely be running out of time and people will switch off their cameras before they announce the winner. So I will give the floor back to Quaz and Sipindile, and please give them a round of applause because
thank you so much, Philip. Great things are happening in the world, and we are plugging in, and the kids are ready to go and to do the things, so I'm really happy about that. So quick announcement before we do this, because I know if we announce the winner, you guys are not going to hear me. Who said yeah? Tomorrow at 6 p.m. At the Elizabeth Snedden Theatre, the Johannesburg Ballet Company will be doing their rendition of Dante's Inferno, and you are all please invited to come and watch that. When I say invited, I mean you need to buy tickets. Don't assume I'm going to give you a free ticket. Please, tickets are 50 Rand at the door. Excuse me, Islam? It's free. You guys can give me the 50 Rand at the door. Forgive me, so it's free. There we go, that's even better. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. But before that, we are going to congregate here tomorrow as well to wrap up what has been a brilliant Poetry Africa festival. So please invite your friends, your family, and everyone else to come and see us tomorrow during the day. We'll start early and then carry right through the day and do performances and catch up and network and go to our social media to see what the details are of those things. Are you guys ready for the announcement of the winner of the 2022 Poetry Africa Slam? Yes? I'm gonna invite my sister Sipindile. Okay, hang on. I can't hear. Oh, there's an after party. In Philip's room at the hotel. The after party is at the Blue Waters restaurant. Blue Dolphin, forgive me, at the Blue Dolphin. Please just ask us outside. I'm not sure about the details, but there is an after party as well. So hang around, ask people that you think are in the know. I think those are all the announcements we need to make now.
Remember to sign up for the open mic. I know you guys are just in a rush for the winner. So you want us to bring them all out. Okay, can we have the 3 finalists on stage? Jonathan Lafinia,
Alright, so one of my favorite is benedictions. Well wishes. May you find peace within. For when you have to go without, may you find ease in being. Living in a world that's leaving you out, may you find strength to breathe. When nothing around you feels heaven sent, so you hold on to anything that's dying for the hell of it. Remember that those who feast on decay become the host and feed of its environment. What you take in gives strength to either life or death. With that being said, be more cautious in what you partake in. And if you find your plate already made, be sure to have only ate that which is in agreement with your spirit. Deception is an acquired taste, so learn to say no. No matter how long it takes, being equally yoked means being in unity with those who help keep the divinity you harbor inside your bones. So don't be afraid to be alone if you need be. But if you need me, just know that you're abandoning yourself to build a home in my skin. If you find this, even if it means going missing. Because trust me, no one will miss you as much as you have missed yourself.